Now let's get to know the steps involved in the Medicare enrollment process. There are 6 of them. Step 1 is check your timing. What we mean by this is, now at age 65 the best time for you to enroll in Medicare, or should you be delaying Medicare enrollment? Heaven forbid you delay when you should enroll, or you enroll when you should delay. Both can end up in very permanent, costly Medicare mistakes. The 3 most common Medicare enrollment periods that you're going to potentially face include the 7-month initial enrollment period. Again, this is the 7 months surrounding your birth month. There's also the special enrollment period. The special enrollment period is exactly that, a special period of Medicare enrollment for those who initially put off Medicare, most commonly because they were still working or had coverage through a spouse who was still working. You must qualify for this period. And of course, the general enrollment period, which happens each year between January 1st and March 31st. This can be for people who miss their initial enrollment period and do not qualify for a special enrollment period. Be sure to note, if you enroll in Medicare during the general enrollment period, your Medicare coverage will not take effect until July 1st. Now let's meet Carol. Carol's our case study for checking your timing. Carol did a lot of research when she was about to turn Medicare age at 65. Through that research, she became very fearful of late enrollment penalties. So as a result, when she turned 65, Carol went ahead and enrolled in Medicare Part A, Part B, and Part D. But she also kept her husband's large employer group health plan, which essentially meant then that she enrolled in duplicative Medicare coverage she could never use, Part B and D, which meant then that she wound up overspending on Medicare Part B and D coverage over the next 20 months to the tune of $5,200. That was essentially money flushed down the toilet. And now, potentially even scarier, she no longer has her guaranteed issue right to get a Medicare supplement plan. For Carol, this was a really big deal. She has some pre-existing medical conditions. She may never be able to get a Medicare supplement plan again in her life. So, always start with step 1, check your timing. Once you know that the timing is right and you need to enroll in Medicare, you move to step 2, choosing your Medicare path. And by path, we mean type of coverage. Is it original Medicare with a supplement? Maybe it's a Medicare Advantage plan, or maybe you have some sort of retiree coverage or military coverage options. Again, the important thing here to know is that there is no ideal Medicare choice. There is only what is best for your unique needs. So it's really important that you take the time to look at all of the options you have and choose what is best for you. Not your spouse, not your best friend, not an insurance agent. What's best for you. Gary unfortunately did not do this. Gary saw a commercial for a Medicare Advantage plan when he was about to turn 65. You've probably seen something similar. $0 in monthly premiums, free dental coverage, sign up today. Gary thought it sounded pretty good, and it does. But that is all that Gary learned about how this type of coverage works. Gary has a few chronic conditions, is hospitalized on average about 2 to 3 times a year, sees specialists, has outpatient procedures. With his healthcare needs, Gary is now stuck, potentially for life, in a type of coverage that costs him on average about $4,000 more per year than what he could have wound up paying in a different type of coverage. And he also deals with prior authorization requirements, network restrictions. He's not a happy camper. All right, so step 1, timing. Step 2, type. Then you can go ahead and select your specific plans. Selecting specific plans. This is the step where you choose United Healthcare versus Humana versus Aetna versus Blue Cross Blue Shield Part D drug plans, Medicare Advantage plans, supplement plans. Because of the amount of marketing material people get when they are about to turn 65, they mistakenly think Medicare enrollment is all about choosing a United Healthcare plan or a Blue Cross Blue Shield plan. But this is step 3. And truly, you do not want to hurry this step. Wait until step 3. All right, so timing, type, then specific plans. Once you know all 3, you can start the enrollment process into Medicare. So step 4 is where you enroll in parts A and B of Medicare. You do this through your local Social Security office or online at socialsecurity.gov. Once you are on the Medicare rosters, then you can officially sign up in step 5 for those specific plans that you chose in step 3, those extra Part D drug plans, supplements, or Medicare Advantage plans. Finally, last but definitely not least, step 6 is reviewing your Medicare coverage annually. Each year, Medicare Advantage plans and Part D drug plans essentially change how they work. They change premiums, deductibles, provider networks, drug formularies, pharmacy networks. If you are not watching how your coverage will change, essentially you've put Medicare on autopilot, you will be stuck paying the difference. That difference can be hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, even tens of thousands of dollars. Dorella is our case study for this. Dorella believed that those insurance companies are going to get you no matter what you do. So what was the point of potentially making a switch into something that could be even worse? She thought it was best to just stick with what she had. She was shocked to learn that changing drug plans for just 1 calendar year could save her more than $3,000. So those are the 6 steps of Medicare enrollment. Most tools and resources that are out there today to help people are truly designed to help with somewhere between steps 3 and 6 of the Medicare enrollment process. Medicare.gov, for example, has a plan finder tool. You go there, enter your zip code, and you can compare specific Part D drug plans or Medicare Advantage plans available in that zip code. But again, you'll notice that's a step 3 tool, helping you to select very specific plans. But what is out there helping with steps 1 and 2, timing and type of Medicare enrollment? Really, when it comes right down to it, it's self-study. That's scary because it's in these 2 steps where about 90% of the very permanent and costly Medicare mistakes are made. And as you've seen, just one mistake can literally cost you thousands of dollars a year for the rest of your life. Often cannot be undone. But luckily, you're here. So congratulations. You've already taken the first step towards getting the information you need to avoid costly mistakes. But now that you have a basic understanding of Medicare and the steps to Medicare enrollment, I'm going to introduce you to a unique way to ensure that you're making step 1, timing, and step 2, type decisions that are best for your unique needs.